Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What an amazing morning here. Look at this. Bitcoin is up to 37,700. It is up now 7% in the last 24 hours, guys. And wow, we are getting closer and closer to making $40,000 per Bitcoin a reality. This has just been an amazing ride for Bitcoin all year, right? Since early 2023. But what I want to talk about in this video, obviously, some of that capital now starting to shift into altcoins like Kaspa. That's going to be the lead, of course. Kaspa closing in on 10 cents. We had a live stream yesterday. We were fired up. I think it was getting to, I don't even know where it was getting to yesterday. 7 cents? Yeah, it was a little over 7 cents, creating all-time highs at about 7.5 cents. It just seems like every day right now, Kaspa's setting new all-time highs. So we're going to dive into that. We're also going to talk about some of the top altcoins right now that are crushing it. Some of the altcoins leading the way. But Bitcoin, oh my goodness, unbelievable strength here this morning, just showing that it just gives zero Fs right now. So welcome in, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button on your way in. I got my cup of coffee, have not drank a lot yet. So as this stream goes along, I should be able to get more and more geared up here and more fired up because as I get caffeinated, we can do some things. So take a quick sip. For those of you guys who've been on my live streams for 2+ years, you guys know we talk about the first sip. We usually, when we go live in the morning, we drink coffee together. And of course, we talk crypto. So who do we got in the house? Cam OG, what's up? Second, Roberto, how we doing, man? Cardano, Roberto, yes. Cardano's looking fantastic. Jay Garcia, what's up, man? Good morning, good morning. Yes, the coffee. Yes. First sip here. That was really, really good, actually. Little local coffee shop right around the corner. Always try to support them. So, third cup of caffeine. Nice. Good morning, Zach. Hitting my first sip. There you go. Go Gadget. What's up, man? Good morning, Daniel. How we doing? Drew, good morning. Good morning. Bullish on Crow, Cardano, Gala. I hear you. Those are 3 good ones. I like it. The Zay is in the house. Howdy, man. Howdy. So appreciate each and every one of you as always here. And we're going to take a look at Kaspa first and foremost. Wow. Okay. Wow. It's ranked number 33. It has been flying up the charts. It is now up 29%. And here's what's amazing. This is not a small market cap, right? I mean, on the surface, if you just heard me talking about Kaspa going up every single day, and the numbers that we're talking about here going up 29% in a day, that is insane for nearly a $2 billion market cap to go up 30%. What's crazy is when I first got into Kaspa, it was just below 1 billion. That wasn't very long ago. We started talking about it, in early October, and the price has literally doubled from my first entry point, which is insane. I mean, not that long ago. And it's a big crypto already. It had a lot of resistance at the 5 cent level. And things have just opened up. The floodgates have opened up for Kaspa here in the last month or so, give or take. Now, there are a lot of theories out there. A lot of people think that the exchanges like Binance and Coinbase could be accumulating tokens right now because Kaspa was a fair launch. They have not listed Kaspa yet. The big top exchanges, they have to build their own liquidity, right? So they have to buy on the open market in order to build their liquidity. So a lot of people thinking that could be what's going on. Here's the thing. I have a hard time believing that this is all retail demand. I know the community's huge. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. And I know there's retail demand for some great altcoins. But in order to get to these numbers, in order to move the needle, okay, like we're seeing, in order to see the crazy amount of volume that we're seeing, I think there's certainly some institutional buying happening right now with Kaspa. I think there's certainly some institutional money flowing in to Kaspa right now, in my opinion. Okay. Now, Kaspa, of course, based on the GoStag protocol, which is a generalization of Bitcoin consensus, very similar to what Bitcoin has done. Okay. It's proof of work, but it's super scalable. It's decentralized like Bitcoin. It's got the Nakamoto consensus, secure GoStag technology. I think you're going to start to see a lot of developers look at this direction, and just very, tech-oriented investors in general. And here's the great thing. I think one of the only cryptos out there where you can actually, snare some of the Bitcoin enthusiasts to actually come over and invest in something different, it's probably Kaspa. Because a lot of these Bitcoin investors are what we call Bitcoin maxis, right? They only invest in Bitcoin. They don't want to hear anything else, right? And that's cool. I mean, I'm not one of those people. I invest in Bitcoin. I understand its place, its dominance in the markets. Nothing is bigger. Nothing is better. I agree with all of that, but it's not going to stop me from finding other opportunities because I'm an investor. Like I don't want to just stop and only look at one thing, right? If you're only looking at one thing, let's take Bitcoin, for example, you're missing out on crazy opportunities right now. Look at the altcoins that are running hard in these past several months. I mean, Kaspa, of course, you look at Chainlink even though, right? And we'll take a look at some of these lists. You look at Polygon, which has quietly been running. You look at the Graph recently quietly running, right? So you just miss out on opportunities if you're only locked in on one thing. And I get it. There are some people there just strictly for the tech, and it's it's a Bitcoin versus the world mentality. I just don't have that mentality. My mentality is I'm an investor first and foremost. And again, understand where Bitcoin is, understand that I want to make the bulk of my portfolio Bitcoin, but I don't want to stop there, right? I don't want to stop there. There's too many good opportunities. There's too many good altcoins that are actually adding a lot to the space that I want to accumulate, right? So, we talked about the graph. We'll take a look at this real quick here. Let me present this for you guys. Let's see. Yeah, I think Kaspa could get to 10 cents today, which is crazy. I do think it could happen. I'm just going to share this window, actually. There we go. So the graph, another cryptocurrency project I love, is set to roll out new blockchain data services, including AI-assisted querying. So what they do, they already query data, right? They're kind of like Google for Web3. And they're rolling out its, quote, new era of blockchain data services aimed at boosting Web3 development. The expansion introduces AI-assisted querying, verifiable data, and improved tooling. So the graph, which we just kind of mentioned here, we've been talking about, is an indexing and query protocol for organizing blockchain data. Here's the cool thing about the graph. Tens of thousands of developers are already using the graph. It's an OG. It's one of the largest cryptos in the AI big data sector, right? So large language models for AI-assisted querying, new query languages, and verifiable data into its network. This is what they're rolling out. It was outlined in the Graph Foundation's research and development roadmap, focusing on 5 key objectives, including expanding its data services, enhancing tooling, UX, and delivering a more resilient, flexible, and efficient protocol. New Era also aims to boost performance and reduce costs for node operators and create tools for composable data and an organized knowledge graph, according to the statement. Additionally, the roadmap presents a solution for accessing historical data on Ethereum blockchain once EIP 4444 is implemented, which will limit the availability of such data on the network itself. The Google of Web3. That is where I'm looking and why I'm looking at the graph, right? This is a sleeper in my opinion. Huge sleeper. We talk about Kaspa. I still think it's very underground right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the graph real quick. The graph is on a nice little price pump here in the last hour, as you can see. But this is what we've been doing here. The graph has been slowly coming up for a little while now. We've got a momentum up indicator. This is my XT Algo indicator. 85% of traders, guys, are using indicators to know when to get in and when to get out. You guys know that I had this built. If you listen to my channel, I had this built by the best. Cost me around $10,000 to build it. And now it's for sale for all of you. And I didn't build it myself. I had the best of the best build it, though. Look at this. Back on November 3rd, it flashed momentum up at 11 cents and actually already flashed momentum down. So if you wanted to make a short-term swing trade, here you go. 27% move. It already told you, hey, we're coming down right now. Get out. Now, here's the thing. It might flash a momentum up here because we might break through this resistance here a little bit. And we could see another momentum up indicator flash, especially if the overall market comes back here, which it is, right? Which it is, because we've got Bitcoin flying here this morning. 37,800 now. Look at this. Bitcoin is pressing up, maybe going to reach 38,000 here on stream. I mean, this is insane. Let's take a look at Kaspa here on the charts. And as more and more people are coming in, I appreciate every single one of you. I will look at the chat a little bit here, but just a lot to get to this morning. So if I don't get to everything, I apologize. There's just a lot to be looking at right now because look at this. Kaspa continues to just paint green candles in the hourly outlook here. So if we take a look, there we go. There's our price. Okay. So there's our Kaspa chart. Unbelievable. These are daily candles. So look at this. Here's another short-term swing trade opportunity or just an opportunity to get in. Momentum up flashed back here Monday, October 23rd. Since that momentum up indicator flashed, 78% gains on Kaspa since October 23rd, guys. That was like yesterday. October 23rd, and we have 78% gains. That's insane on Kaspa. Unbelievable. 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 Let's see who we got. Foxy's 100% on point. I'm not waiting for the SEC. There's money to be made besides the U.S. market is only one component of crypto. It's worldwide, not just the U.S. It's a good point. Yeah. I think a lot of people may be waiting on the sidelines. Is that kind of what you were saying? Yeah. I mean, it's tough right now because Bitcoin, guys, it's crazy. Bitcoin started at, basically 16,000 to start the year, right? Here's what's crazy about Kaspa. I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought we were going to get a pullback, at least one pullback to the 3.5 range. That might be out the window now. I mean, that's why I had these lines in here. These were my accumulation phases for Kaspa right now. I was going to go hard at about, right in here at this line of support. We just never came down here. We did come to this line about, 4.1, and I loaded the boat right here. So I'm happy I loaded the boat right there. I mentioned yesterday in my live stream, I've got some big plans now with Kaspa to really start accumulating heavily here. This is one of my cryptos that I want to get a big chunk of here in this accumulation phase as we get closer and closer to the real altcoin season, which should happen after Bitcoin ETF and, of course, after the halving, right? That's when altcoin season should really hit and take off. So we're still kind of early here. I mean, even though you're looking around and you're seeing some of these altcoins already move up tremendously from their lows. I mean, people are just accumulating, but it's crazy because even when you see these type of gains, 78% moves from Kaspa since just October 23rd, I don't think we're fully there yet. I don't think we're, full on bull yet, and I do think we're going to have some pullbacks in the overall market from now until we get to the Bitcoin halving in April. Like there's going to be some pullbacks. A lot of times we see it at the end of the year. A lot of times people take their profits at the end of the year. There's a lot of tax loss harvesting going on. A lot of people like to, kind of make their money in December, right? And then they come back in Q1, but they like a clean slate, to keep everything nice and tidy and neat. So we do see that sometimes. We could see that. A lot of that's going to hinge on what they do with rates in December. Are they going to pause for a third consecutive time? We'll see. But I do think, obviously, there are two big stories here that we're looking into the future on. The Bitcoin ETF stuff is going on right now, and that's the reason why you're seeing Bitcoin pump like this. So what happened yesterday is I put a video out on this. I don't know if you guys saw this. I put a lot of videos out. I know you can't watch all of them, so you got to kind of find what you like. But I like to put out a ton of different things for different types of people. And the one I put out on Bitcoin yesterday basically was talking about how there's an 8-day window. Let me pull up the tweet here from yesterday. There's an 8-day window right now. Here it is. So Bitcoin Magazine put this out. Bloomberg analysts say a brief window opens up tomorrow, which is today, for the SEC to potentially approve a spot Bitcoin ETF or multiple, right? Because there are 12 US spot Bitcoin ETF applicants right now. So this 8-day window starts today and goes until the 17th. Now, it says potential Bitcoin ETF approval window opens for BlackRock and peers. Again, opens up today for the SEC to potentially approve all 12 US spot Bitcoin ETF applicants, including Grayscale's GBTC. Now, Grayscale's GBTC is trying to make a move from being a trust into being an ETF. They've tried this before, by the way. Do I think this is going to happen in this 8-day period? If I was a betting man, like if they were giving odds, I think the odds would probably be 70-30 that it wouldn't happen. Now, before you come at me and say, Zach, what are you talking about? I thought you were bullish. What the hell? What's your problem? I still think we're going to get a Bitcoin ETF, and probably all of these, at least BlackRock's, probably all of these approved by Q1 of next year, right? And even Bloomberg analysts believe that there's still a 90% chance of approval by January 10th. So if it doesn't happen in this 8-day window, it's not the end-all be-all. But it does perpetuate what I think is happening a little bit right now is kind of this hype train, and a lot of people are buying Bitcoin on the news that once we get this Bitcoin ETF, things will unlock. We got to be careful. Got to be careful here because you don't want to go chasing and then we have a little bit of a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And listen, you guys know I am so bullish on crypto, so bullish on Bitcoin long term, right? So, I mean, if you're just buying Bitcoin to hold it for the next 10 years, really doesn't matter. But if you're looking to trade it, if you're looking to make, some moves and get in and get out a little bit and play the markets a little bit, and make some gains in the process, which is a little riskier, obviously, right? Because if you overtrade, you get wrecked. You got to be smart about it. You might look at it a couple different ways, right? So there are some people who think it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. I guess the big question is this: are there more people waiting to buy Bitcoin after an ETF approval in the short term? I'm talking in the short term. Are there more people waiting to buy Bitcoin immediately after we get the news? Immediately. Or are there more people looking to take profits immediately right when we get the news? Because we know the narratives in crypto. Like we can't kid ourselves. There are these buy the rumor, sell the news events. Like it happened with the graph. Like it happened right here. And I mentioned this, that it could happen. It's always a possibility. And if we go to the graph, which again, one of my favorites, long term, no problem. I love it, right? But the graph, let's see. Yeah. So the graph spiked. No, that's February 7th. Okay. So basically right here, we had this was November 7th. Okay. November 7th was the day they were going to get the big news, that we were getting the big news. And that was basically the news that I highlighted already in the live stream, that they have a new era, blah, blah, blah. Right. So the day before, we were all the way up here at 16 cents. The day on the news, we closed at 13 cents, under 14 cents. That was a little bit of a buy the rumor, sell the news event. It was. Now, you could have traded that a little bit. There's risk there involved, but some people like to play that game, right? And I get it. Or some people like to say, hey, I learned about the graph at 16 cents here. The big news is supposed to come tomorrow. Let me just wait until tomorrow and see what happens. If you'd have waited a little bit, instead of getting it at 16 cents, now you're able to get it at 13 cents. I mean, it might not sound like a crazy difference, but I guess it depends on how much you invest, right? How much you're banking on that and how much you put in, because it could be a big difference, that 3-4 cent if you have a big portfolio. But I mean, that happens all the time in crypto, right? The buy the rumor, sell the news event. Could that happen with Bitcoin? It's going to be tough. It's going to be something to watch. There we go. We should be back. Let me know that we're back. My mic got unplugged there. Sorry, guys. Mic got unplugged there. We back? No sound? It should be back now. Sound is back? Okay, good. Sorry about that. This thing, StreamYard, for whatever reason, has been acting weird. My mic didn't even unplug. I have no idea why that's doing that. But yeah, I forgot. I lost my train of thought a little bit. But yeah, I was buying Bitcoin. That's what it's dollar cost average. So I don't look to really make a big play like that on Bitcoin. Now my light's flickering, man. We got all kind of stuff happening here. What the heck's going on here? um, okay. All right, let's see here. I was gonna put a little bit of music on. But here, we'll go back and look at KAS a little bit, because I do think there's an opportunity here for it to go to 10 cents today, which is pretty insane. Pretty insane, right? It's up over 100% in the last month. That's crazy. Maybe you have a ghost. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what's going on. They got the lights flickering in here. My mic's cutting out. Maybe there is a ghost. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Make sure you guys smash the like button here on your way in. Definitely helps us out. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd love to know how many people are new to the channel coming in. So drop a comment down there if you are new. I love seeing kind of new people come to the community. It's been an awesome ride here the past, month and a half or so. Since we've had October hit. All the rumors were October this, October that, and it's been great. I mean, it's been phenomenal to watch. Altcoins have gotten some capital flow, and of course, Bitcoin leading the way has been just awesome to watch. So, appreciate you, man. I'm new. Honesty Crypto, what's up, man? The ghost of crypto past, yeah. Can you look into Hello Labs, kind of like Shark Tank, but for crypto? 1 billion supply. I heard about this. Supply of 60%. Supply goes public, 30% for team. Great tokenomics. So I've got to look into this. Admittedly, I don't know a lot about it. And I want to find out why the token is needed, right? I know it's been performing well. Shout out to everybody making money on that. I love seeing people win. That's awesome, no matter what. But I gotta dive into it. Not enough time in a day, man. I got a lot of things to look at. But yeah, I'm new. What's up? The Ghost of Crypto Past, about a year now. Enjoy the content, very helpful. Casey, I thank you. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Been with Zach 2 years now. He never disappoints. Yorkie, I appreciate it. A lot of money is pumping into Pepe and Dojal on Mars as well. I did see that. Yeah, let's take a look at the crypto bubble here. We'll do that. Crow's looking really nice. Oh my gosh. Why is FTT pumping? Are you kidding me? Why is this pumping? Who the hell is pumping FTX token right now? See, they list KAS on the top 100 in crypto bubbles. That's what's up. Pepe, though, look at this, 25% move. I think Pepe is going to have a crazy run again. You guys know, if you listen to the channel, I don't hate on meme coins. A lot of people hate on them. They feel like, I can't talk about shit coins. I can only talk about the blue chips. Listen, there's a lot of money to be had if you know how to play every sector of this market, and understanding that every sector has market cycles. Meme coins had their run back in May. And if you missed out on Pepe and you've been in crypto every single day this year, that's on you. Because I got into Pepe late. I got into Pepe at $100 million market cap. Still felt confident and 10x my money. Because I saw what was happening. So you got to stay locked in and don't shy away from looking at every and any opportunity in the market. A lot of people, I think, are afraid to kind of swallow their pride, or they get locked in on these 3 or 4 or 1 or 2 cryptos, and that's it. That's the only thing they look at, right? They won't look at anything else. I'm married to these. Don't get married to your cryptos. There's always a price to sell anything. Even great business people will tell you that. People who build a ton of businesses, the great business people who build, let's say 8 to 10 businesses, They always say every business I create's for sale. Everything's for sale at the right price, right? And I think that's a really good mindset to come into crypto with, is like everything's for sale for a right price. And like, you got to look at everything. You know, Gala's up a little bit here too. That's good to see. Chainlink has been quietly crushing it. Let's take a look at the tops right here. Did ETH cross over 2K yet? It did. Ethereum's over 2,000. That's big. Look at Ethereum's spike. Oh my gosh. Love to see it. So Ethereum is back over 2,000 for the third time this year. We've been back over 2,000. We did it back in July, and we did it back in April, guys. So this is the third time this year Ethereum has been back over $2,000. It's good to see. That's really good to see. Pepe, one of the top gainers. It would be KAS. KAS would be the top gainer if it was recognized on CoinMarketCap, but it's not. KAS would be the top gainer right now and probably trending all over this site. That's hurting Kaspa, by the way. That's hurting Kaspa. Gala's up here. Chainlink's up here. Solana's up here. Mina Protocol's up here. I have a lot of people in my Discord who love Mina. They've been crushing it. Quietly crushing it, too. Yeah, look at that. It's up 90% in the last month, Mina. That's pretty clutch. Now, I was getting a call. It was actually my grandfather. I got to call him back. Is Austin calling? He's probably not even up yet, man. Is there any news from Ripple's swell? Well, we covered the two big things yesterday. I'm planning on making another video today with any more updates. So I will be making a video on that. But I didn't see anything like major. But we can come over here and check it real quick. Let's see. Here's Ripple's official account. Let's see what they're saying. So it is concluded. It concluded yesterday. Day 2 at Ripple Swell started strong with Henson Orser, CEO of Vara, sharing insights on the regulatory opportunities, challenges, and the journey to make UAE a global hub for innovative financial technology, including crypto and blockchain. Yeah, we know how crazy Dubai is already, like crazy ahead Dubai is with crypto. They're just going deeper and deeper into that. Ripple Swell, the world's most influential voices across crypto, blockchain, payments, economic policy, and more. So there were a lot of updates out of day 1. I'll sift through all the news and I'll make another video about anything we missed. I just wanted to come on live here this morning, like right out of the gates with you guys and hang out. So could take a major black swan event. Oh, guys, we're in a bear market. BTC going to 15K. Sell now. You know, I'm not going to say it couldn't happen, but I think a lot of people just like have that negative, like, you know, everything's going to crash and they just keep saying that until it happens. And they're like, look, I was right. You know, like if you keep saying it long enough, you're going to be right eventually. But I don't see it going back down to 15K, but it could. It could. You know, there are some people who have that mindset. I mean, and listen, I'm not saying I got all the answers either here. Like, I just don't think with the election in the US coming up next year, I think they're going to turn the money printers back on. And I think that's going to be bullish for crypto. So I don't think in that time period, we're going to be able to get that low. Could we have a correction? Yes. There are some people who think like BlackRock and the US government are trying to run Bitcoin and they're going to cooperate and find a way to basically take it down and tear it down and then build it back up where they own most of the supply. I don't know. Right. But it's like, I can't spend all day thinking about that, you know, like that's not going to be productive, you know, for me. I mean, that's just me. I mean, I've got to just, you know, find opportunities where they are. I've been doing a lot more trading here in 2023. Thanks to my indicator, it's helped me a ton. I've boosted my income so much by using XT Algo. Like, yeah, I'm shilling my own product. Yeah, it's mine 100%. Like, but it works straight up. Like, and it's really helped supplement my income. YouTube ad revenue here is down, right? It's been down for a while. We're not making a ton of money with YouTube ad revenue. So, as an entrepreneur, you got to pivot. And I've been trading a lot more this year than I ever have been in the past. And I've been doing a lot better at just not trading on emotion, making some plays. Am I still stacking my chips for long-term investments? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Doesn't mean you can't trade in the near term too to make income now. Right? So a lot of people say, are you a trader or are you an investor? I'm both. Hybrid. You can do both. Right? I have my long-term plays and I have my short-term swings. And sometimes a crypto can be both, a long-term play and a short-term swing trade. But yeah, ETH candles are probably looking insane. Let's see here. There are some small caps that are moving too. We're going to take a look at some of those here in a minute. Kaspa, is it dialing back just a hair? Let's go into the 1 hour. Not really. Not really. This thing is just, jeez, oh man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable on KAS. Let's see. Let's take a peek at Ethereum here. Guys, make sure you guys hit that like button for us. Subscribe down there if you haven't already. Look at the last 2 hours. Woo. Wow. Some God candles here from Ethereum. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's insane. Look at those. These are 30-minute sticks on Ethereum. Insane. $9 trillion asset manager BlackRock registers Ethereum trust in Delaware. Wow. Okay. That's huge. And Ethereum is pumping like crazy on that news. That's insane. Thanks for the news on that, Foxy. That's crazy. $9 trillion asset manager BlackRock registering an Ethereum trust in Delaware. And that is why we're seeing Ethereum pump to the freaking moon right now. That is crazy. Zach, pump your tool, pump your bags, pump my bags. It's all fair game, eh? Sure. Love the algorithms. Rickaroo, appreciate that. It's like the airport yelling, the end of the world is coming. Oh, yeah. Based on our conversation we had a little bit ago. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like, I just can't let my brain go there, right? I miss Oscar on stream. He's fun. We could shoot him a text and see if he's around. I don't know. He might be around. Let's see. Let me text him. I'll text him right now. Oscar, want to join me on my live right now? Just texted him. See what he says. So that's why Ethereum is pumping right now like crazy. Let's see what they're saying about it on X. Let's see. Yeah, Ethereum breaking 20. So BlackRock just took the first steps to register a spot Ethereum ETF. There it is. Smash that like button, guys, on the tweet too. Push it up in the old algo over there. There we go. Bang. Put a tweet out there. Let's see. Oh, we are live on Twitter too. I didn't even realize that. Holy candles on ETH. Yeah, crazy. That's coming back a little bit here. Let's go back into the 5 minute here. Yeah, a little bit of a pullback. We'll see. All right, we'll keep that tab open. We'll open up another trading view and take and we'll put KAS in here because we definitely want to keep checking on that. I do think 10 cents, if not today, sometime this weekend, I think we're going to make a run at it. It's just insane. And crypto bubbles, I like that up there. We'll take another one of these and put TradingView, actually Bitcoin. See, bang. This is the daily. I want to zoom this in a little bit. Maybe go 30-minute there on the Bitcoin chart. All right, so a little bit of a pullback on Bitcoin here. We did get really close to 38,000. Got to about 37.8, 37.9. That's insane. Absolutely insane. It's crazy to think like October, like mid-October, we were down here at 27,000. That's not that long ago. Like for Bitcoin to pump as hard and as fast as it has, I mean, it's pretty nuts. And again, we all know kind of why. It's all on the Bitcoin ETF hype. The question is, again, will we be able to sustain it when these ETFs actually hit in the short term, right? Long term, I mean, I think Bitcoin's going to 120K in this next bull cycle. I do. But short term, will we be able to sustain it? That's going to be the question. Oh, Austin just texted me. Let's see. Send me a link. All right, so we're going to bring Austin in. You guys want to bring Austin in on the stream? Or should we tell him no? I'm just kidding. All right, we'll bring him in. I'm going to text him. There we go. So we're taking a look at Kaspa. We're taking a look at ETH, which quieting a little bit. Let's take a quick look at some of the small caps, guys. So you guys know this is no longer called Apollo Inu. It's Apollo Crypto now. They haven't changed this. They're legit. They're in gaming. They just made some announcements about them going into gaming heavily. So Apollo just pumped like crazy yesterday. It's up over a $10 million market cap now, 136%. At one point yesterday, it was up 300%. So they're getting a ton of buys coming in. They are building out a full gaming ecosystem. They're at a $10 million market cap right now. They are rebranding. They're going to be rebranding and launching their new token, at least right now, sometime in February. So this is still a relatively small cap that I love. Speaking of Austin, him and I were both in on this day one, early investors. And, so that is one that I still really like. And it's at a $10 million market cap right now. At one point, it went to a $150 million market cap, give or take. So we're 15x away from the all-time high, similar to a lot of the top altcoins, right? Of course, we got Pepe on the list. We're always tracking Pepe. We got Bad Idea AI up 20%. Bad Idea AI is a $23 million market cap. Nice little green candle there. How about PAL AI? Guys, it's a $100 million market cap now. This is insane. PAL AI, they partnered up with NVIDIA. These are like underground, but not really. When you're a $100 million market cap, you're kind of getting into big boy territory. So PAL AI, shout out to them. Shout out their entire community. Unbelievable. BlackRock, I've been working with them for a little while. They're nearing a $10 million market cap again. Shout out to BlackRock, layer 2. New layer 2 out there. Bone is bouncing. We said Bone would probably bounce off 70 cents. It has. It's up to 77 cents. We said that was the bottom because it hit there 3 different times. It hit there back in December 2022, hit there in June 2023, and it hit there just in October 2023, bouncing off nicely. Austin's here. We'll bring him in. What's up, man? What are you doing yawning? Don't be doing that. Don't be coming on the stream yawning.
Yawning, man.
We don't need no yawning here.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? Going through some altcoins. This is a Shibarium play. I didn't get into it yet, but it's really small micro cap, 195,000. Let's see what else we got. WAGMI. I know Austin's in on WAGMI too. We got some of their NFTs. It's been looking solid. WAGMI's a $20 million market cap quietly in this bear market. We got SHIB up 6%, trying to break into the 9 range. I think we both made some videos back in mid-October that the bottom might be in on SHIB when it got into the mid-6s. So far, that's looking really strong. I still think we can make a run here, at least up to the 11 range.
Yeah.
DPay, another crypto company we've worked with for a while, they're looking strong. They're up another 6% today. Everything's up, man. I mean, everything across the board. Of course, when you look at Bitcoin, ooh, big sell-off there on that candle. But Bitcoin up over almost to 38K, man. Insane.
Yeah. So I'm getting a late start today. I've had, family, wife, son, suburban dad stuff going on all morning. So
Gotcha.
is this just ETF hype and hysteria? And I mean, we've always said Novembers are pretty damn good, and all the indicators were that November would be good. Is that basically what it is? Because I mean, I looked at it and went, whoa, crap,
Yeah, no, 100%. I think that's exactly what's going on. We got all the hype around Bitcoin ETFs. I know did you cover that yesterday? I know we talked about it. Like, there's this 8-day window now that it could happen.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen personally.
No, I don't think so.
I would love to see it happen. I do think it's going to happen before the end of January with Bitcoin ETF. But this is the other thing that happened here this morning. I don't know if you saw Ethereum was running hard here. It's dialing back a little bit here in the 5-minute. It just, crushed 2,000 here in a minute ago. Here's why. BlackRock just took the first steps to register a spot Ethereum ETF. Huge. Okay. So yeah, shout out to Fox.
Makes sense. That's probably it right there. I mean, yeah.
There it is on screen for everybody. $9 trillion asset manager firm BlackRock registers Ethereum trust in Delaware. So that's the first step to register a spot Ethereum ETF. Now, if you guys take Canada, for example, speaking of Foxy from Canada, you guys take that.
Give her a shout out. Her channel, she's passed 500 subs. She doubled in her subs.
That's awesome. We're going to give her a shout out here on stream too. But if you take Canada, for example, their Bitcoin ETF is already through, but shortly thereafter, they got the Ethereum. Foxy would probably know. I think it was like weeks after where the Ethereum ETF was approved too. I mean, they was like boom, boom. So let me find Foxy here. There she is. She's coming up in the algo now. Yeah, 548 subs. Guys and gals out there, let's get her to at least 600 subs. We have enough people to do that. We got 166 with us this morning. Let's try to smash the like button too. Get this up to 200 people at least.
I do need a Red Bull. Somebody said I need a Red Bull. Red Bull. The best Red Bulls are the watermelon ones, the red ones. Those are the best ones.
I'm not a big Red Bull fan. I can't do it. My heart starts pumping out of my chest.
Well, you have a lot of issues.
I do, but I am getting caffeinated as the stream goes on. When I first started this, I was not talking as fast and I was very lethargic, but now I'm like halfway through this cup of coffee. I put all my bad habits together. I put a Zen in, some nicotine. So I got that going through me. We're back. We're back.
You're bouncing off the walls, and I'm like a bagel in. That's it. I'm always an hour behind you. That's the thing. And then I think I catch up with you at about 11 or 12 o'clock.
Yeah, and I'm usually ready for a nap, and you're just getting ready to go. And some people could take Red Bull. Notice that. Yeah, I was on stream with One Leg last night as well. It was fun. Yeah, they were talking about Preem. That's another small cap token that we like. We're both invested in it. Me and Austin both.
I'm a big fan. Yeah.
Somebody asked earlier, how many cryptos do I own? I don't even know at this point. Like how many?
Well, you and I both own the blue chips. We both have our varying kind of long-term bags, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon, blah, blah, blah. And then, I got to give Zach credit. He got me into Kaspa. I bought about $5,000 worth of Kaspa the other day. And I bought in at, I can tell you, I bought in at 6.9, so basically 7 cents. So that one was good. But yeah, I think I got to buy the graph, GRT. So I haven't bought it yet. Is it up this morning? I'm sure it is.
GRT was it was actually working on a nice green candle here. Let's here, you know what? Let me do this. Let me put GRT and it should pop up there. There we go. It was working on nice little green candle coming back. So yeah, we're up about 2% there. Still looking really nice.
Great long-term play.
I agree. Let's go to the 1 day here and you can see kind of what it's done lately here. And there's our handy dandy indicator. Austin has his at X1 algo. I've got mine at XT. They're both the same indicator, guys. These things have just been painting winning trades. There's no other way to say it. right now, this was Monday, October 23rd. Look at that 50% move from GRT since that flashed. I mean, you could look at pretty much every altcoin and you'll see Monday to the 23rd was a good day. It was a big green candle there on a lot of them. You're going to find 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 with Kaspa 80% returns since Monday, October 23rd, which is crazy. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out. I got links down below in the description on XT Algo. Austin's got X1 Algo too. So
yeah, buy it from the man. Buy it from the man. You're on his stream if you want it. So.
Dude, how about this? FTT token is up 50%. Why?
Why?
Like, why?
Because stupid shit happens every day. You can quote me on that. Because stupid shit happens every day.
Yeah, no, that's a tweet. Why is FTT token up right now? Austin Hilton responds, because stupid shit happens every day.
That is a quote. Hey,
that's
Angela, throw that out there. Because stupid shit happens every day.
I just asked, here, we're going to do this. I just asked Austin, what the heck's your thing? Hey, Hilton.
You were, you were there. He was down below further.
There you are. I just asked Austin Hilton why FTT token is up today. And he replies with this.
Stupid shit.
Stupid shit happens every day.
You misspelled because, but yeah, that's funny.
Oh, there we go.
Still misspelled because.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, there you go. Because stupid shit happens every day.
It is FTT, funny. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. That's Austin.
That's
stupid
crazy.
Shit happens every day. I mean, that's stupid. What? I mean, it's like, it's like, what are you gonna do?
I do like that they. Get rid of that. I do like that they. Here, I'm gonna get rid of that breaking news banner here. Hold on one second.
Suzuki SSHED. That's a new one. I need to copyright that because stupid shit happens every day.
I love it. I mean, it's true though. It's like, why? There's no reason why that's up.
No, it's stupid.
I like that Crypto Bubbles recognizes Kaspa at up 24% right now.
Yeah.
So that's good. You know, I don't know if you've realized this, but I've been talking about this in a lot of videos. They don't recognize it in the top 100 on CoinMarketCap.
It's because CoinMarketCap every now and then is stupid.
Because stupid shit happens every day, right?
Stupid shit happens every day.
They do recognize it on CoinGecko, and they have it ranked number 33. So it's
well, if you look at their market cap, I mean, yeah, like that's a market cap of what, 2 billion? Is that what that was?
2 billion. And it's crazy. It was like 1 billion a week ago. How insane is that?
I actually didn't know they were that big. That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And it's not listed on Binance yet. It's not listed on Coinbase. Now, there's a reason for that. I made a video on this too. And the reasoning's why.
Got some more.
A community member put out a great thesis on this. So, by the way, shout out to the KAS community in general. You guys are phenomenal. Really appreciate all the support on the videos. I've been covering it for a little bit now, and we went live yesterday, and I had, like, in the middle of the day, a good amount of people here, all from Kaspa. Their community is insane, and I know that's one of the things we look at when we're, thinking about investing. But this right here is a great. This was like 20 days ago now. Why is Kaspa not yet on Binance and Coinbase? So check this out, dude. You'll like this. So it kind of highlights, okay, it's fully scalable, layer 1, rapid single-second block intervals. It's super fast. It's fully governed by its community without any centralized governance, just like Bitcoin. But it's not on the main exchanges. So why? Well, according to Jim, this is a big community member in Kaspa. The reason Brian Armstrong of Coinbase and CZ of Binance likely haven't listed it is because of its fair launch strategy. As there are no pre-allocations for listings, top exchanges would need to market buy KAS to build liquidity. So now we start to see all this capital flowing in. Is Binance and Coinbase, are they buying up? Are they market buying KAS? Because they have to do that in order to list it. So we're seeing all this money come in. We know the retail money hasn't really fully come back yet. Probably an institutional push. There's a good likelihood that maybe it's not Binance or Coinbase, but some big top exchange, another one, could be market buying KAS. They have to do that in order to build their own liquidity.
Yeah, but I want to.
Yeah,
I want to really go back and stress that fair launch strategy. And really that second sentence, there's no pre-allocations for listing top exchanges would need. That I did not know that. And that's huge. And so for those of you guys out there who are like, well, here's what it really comes down to. Every deal is different for every single coin or token that is going to get launched on a Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com at the end of the day, right? But what that says is really true, is it usually is some matter of either you pay to get in, and we've heard fees as high as millions for each exchange, just cash, here you go, or you give them an allocation of tokens for their liquidity, blah, 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 blah. You basically pre-fund their liquidity, right? And so the fact that Kaspa is not doing that is a big, cool as shit deal. And here we are at 1.9 billion CMC, not even really recognizing them. This is even more, to me, Zach, more bullish. Why I'm thinking about going and buying another 4,000 or 5,000 worth just because of this right here.
It's unbelievable. I mean, and he kind of expands upon this. It says here, Binance and Coinbase may be waiting to list KAS with no pre-mine or allocations. The only way for exchanges to gain liquidity is by buying it themselves. So he suggests the exchanges could already be accumulating KAS right now at lower prices. And who knows? I mean, Kaspa has been going up for a really long time. Like if we come back to the chart, this is the 1 day. I mean, dude, this is their all-time chart. Since November of 2021, they just had their 2-year anniversary. This is their all-time chart. No bear market at all. This is the start of the year. We were down here at a penny. So we've essentially 9x'd since the start of the year. Who knows? I mean, they may have been buying all the way up here. I mean, literally, all the way up. And who knows, right? And now maybe some retail demand is coming in too.
I think Kaspa is probably the single biggest sleeping giant out there. I mean,
not a lot of people know about it still.
That's what I mean. Relatively, right? With everything we're saying, all this stuff, I think GRT is similar yet different, right? I mean, GRT has a completely different utility, et cetera. But I think, and I give you credit. You called GRT, you called Kaspa, And by the way, I know the last 2 days, Zach's been going around thumping his chest, going, "I called Kaspa. I called this."
Well, I don't want to take full credit for Kaspa, but I don't think we're late. I mean, because I heard Kaspa. Actually, I first heard Kaspa from a community member. I did a Twitter space.
Yep.
And shout out to the guy. I can't remember his tag now, but he came up and spoke, and he talked about like 3 cryptos that he thought were, kind of underground still. And this is when Kaspa was around 4 cents.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I bought it after I looked into it a little bit. So shout out to him. He's been mining Kaspa. That's the great thing about KAS. It's proof of work. So you've got a lot of people in on it on that side of it. And so, yeah, that was the first time I heard about it. And then, with GRT, I've been looking into that one for a while. I think the AI sector is going to be huge. It had a little bit of a run to begin the year, but I think that was like nothing compared to what we're going to have when full on altcoin season hits. You're trying to get into the minds of investors. You're trying to get into where are we going to be middle of next year after a Bitcoin halving, when altcoins start moving. What sectors are going to move? I know we love gaming, right? AI is another big one. You're going to have some of these newer layer ones, I think. Kaspa, I think, is certainly going to have more exposure by then. So
Kaspa's hard to buy too. It's hard to buy. I mean, I had to go buy it on Bitmart. Not that that's hard, but I'm just saying it's not readily available, right? And that's you have all these obstacles that are standing in front of it. No top 30 visibility on CMC. No major exchanges yet. It's relatively, to that point, it's relatively hard to buy. It's just, I mean, it's, and here we are, we're basically almost a $2 billion market cap.
The word's slowly getting out, right? Like, I think the word is slowly getting out, but I still think there's a lot to come. And what happens like when a Binance and or Coinbase lists this? I mean, there's still a Binance effect, right? With other exchanges, not so much. But how many people like literally only use Binance to trade, and they won't buy anything that's not on Binance? So
I wish I could use it. I can't get it in Texas, which is random.
Yeah, I don't think I can use it either. I've never really tried, to be honest, but
I can walk
Yeah.
around with a pistol on me at open carry, but yet I can't buy on Binance. What's that all about? I mean, it's just random shit.
Weird.
Those of you guys who don't know, Texas is an open carry state. I could literally walk around with a gun on my hip, and by the way, I could carry my AR-15 go walk into a store.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta love Texas, man. I'm gonna put Crypto Foxy's channel in here. Make sure you guys go show her some love. She's trying to get to 1K subs. She's getting close. She's on the other side of it, and she's doing awesome stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't even made a video yet, buddy. But yet I came on your show.
Hey man, I appreciate it, man. It's easier to talk to another person than just myself. But somebody asked, could Kaspa go to $20? Well, let's kind of figure it out. I mean,
that's not unheard of. 429 billion. That's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, 429 billion in a bull market, because we haven't seen Kaspa in a full bull. Think about it. It launched in November 2021. That was kind of the top of the last cycle. It didn't have that runway. It didn't have that full runway leading up.
Russ is asking me AR-15 for what? It's to go pig hunting to have. I don't think.
Just because.
Pull up. Go to Google. Type in do an image search for AR.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why? Oh,
I don't think it's a good idea.
You don't want to talk about guns on your show.
Well, there are some things that are weird.
That's a good point.
You get demonetized for
everybody. Go Google what an AR-15 was. Yeah, it's scoped and we have a night scopes and everything like that. Okay, we'll talk about something else. We don't want to lose.
It's a shame we can't just
talk about whatever.
Right. Speaking of that, I might make a Rumble account. I see a lot of YouTubers now making.
Yeah. I need to look. That's a good point. Somebody was talking about that Rumble.
Yeah. We might have to look into that a little bit. And I guess you could just kind of take your videos that we're already making and just post them over there too, just for the hell of it. So might be something we should.
Is there? We'll talk about it later. Yeah. Okay. Rumble account. That's fine.
Pepe up 25%. It's crazy. Pepe's making some moves. Look at that. In the last month, 115%. I mean, there's just opportunities everywhere right now.
Well, as I said, as you say in Texas, you can't throw a dead cat and not hit an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I like that.
I'm just dropping gems today. Golden, stupid shit happens every day. What is it? Because Texas. Stupid shit happens every day. There it is. Can't.
Wonder if people are loving that tweet. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Yep, people are loving it.
That's funny.
That was a good line. Speaking of the graph, we covered this. The Google of Web3. They came out with some new updates, a new roadmap. They're calling it New Era. They're rolling out its new era of blockchain data services aimed at boosting Web3 development. The expansion introduces AI-assisted querying for data querying, verifiable data, and improved tooling. The crazy thing with the graph. So let me go over here. Just go to their site real quick. So the graph's the top 50 crypto too already. Only a 1.2 billion. So I still think there's a ton of upside there. But if we go to their site, this is one of the things that really struck me when I was digging in. You know how Chainlink is kind of like an infrastructure play?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of look at that the same way with the graph, because here's why. Tens of thousands of developers rely on the graph already to create best-in-class user experiences, explore a rich ecosystem of community-created subgraphs, or build your own with the graph. Look at this. Anyone can use subgraphs to power applications across 40-plus networks, basically all the top networks: Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Optimism, you name it, BSC, Phantom. They've been around for a little while, and I think people forget that. They just haven't had their blow-off top yet.
Well, they're not sexy, right? I mean, Chainlink is not sexy. It's an infrastructure play. And I knew a lot. So you bought some graph. How much of it? What was your strike price roughly?
10 cents. I got most of it around 10 cents.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're at 14 now. We spiked to what was it? Almost 15.5 cents there, almost 16 cents. But I mean, I like that. I mean, I like that entry. I'm cool with that. It's a long-term play for me. Here's the crazy thing though. So the graph at its peak got to $2.88. Okay. $2.88. I mean, think about the discount. Where the heck's my there it is.
You got rid of that screen. You need to there you go.
So 288 just to get back to all-time highs.
That's
there you go.
That's not that much.
That's a 20x from here just to get back to all-time highs. And again, I think AI big data is going to be this sector that booms in this next cycle. Whereas last cycle, it was kind of there scratching the surface, similar to gaming, similar to metaverse. I don't think either one of those sectors have had their day like AI and big data. So what happens when all the talk of the town is AI cryptos again in the middle of the bull market? I don't know. Can the graph go to $5?
Absolutely. If it's already hit 287, give or take, you said that was, I mean, there's no reason it couldn't double in 46. 46 billion. I mean, dude, Shiba Inu went to 46 billion by itself.
Point the other day. Yeah.
So why not? Yeah. And people will, it's going to do it inside of an overall bull run, guys. That's what's going to happen. It's not going to happen in a vacuum, right?
Yep.
I think people forget that, it's, when you see, what is it? You and I we'll do the math right here. Zach, you said remember we did if Bitcoin goes to 120,000, it was going to be, I think, a $4 trillion market cap by itself. Isn't that the number?
Which one was it? XRP?
Bitcoin.
Oh, Bitcoin. Yeah, because a lot of the price targets are 100. We'll say 120K, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, there you go. 2.3.
Yeah.
So there's people out there who go, well, that's never going to happen. Bullshit. Yes, it will. I mean, it's not that far out of the realm of possibility, right? I mean, you got ETFs, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. But and we're at the total market's like 1.450 trillion right now, right this second, give or take. 2.3 for just Bitcoin. That means that everything else is going to rise. So go back. So the graph going to 46 billion to achieve a $5 price target.
Oops. Yep.
That's like a rounding error in this scenario. You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, and then you got, ETH, which we've covered this a little bit too. A lot of the price targets out there from the experts, 14K. That means ETH itself would be a 1.7 trillion. You add that with Bitcoin, you're talking about $4 trillion with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then you start to think, okay, well, 30% of the market's left. Where could we be in the next cycle? I don't know, 6 trillion, another 2 trillion comes in,
easily that number,
7 trillion,
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all within the realm of possibility.
Yeah. But I mean, there's always diminishing returns the bigger the market cap is. So, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think they're obviously far less risky too. So like, how do you balance that? I think you need a little bit of everything. I think you need a backbone, as I call it, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you start hunting. All right. Then you start kind of, okay, what do I like? Do I like Cardano? Do I think this is undervalued at 37 cents, considering the all-time high is over $3, I think.
I think it's $3.30, give or take.
Let's see here. They should have it right here. Developer all-time high is 309. Okay, 309. So yeah, so we put 309 in. I mean, yeah, that's so do you think you can, at least double that? Like, let's just like conservative, that's a 15x. That's like a conservative estimate, I think, because it's Cardano's time, I think, in the series of cycles. Bitcoin 2 cycles ago, Ethereum last cycle, some of these other layer ones this cycle, Cardano, Solana, I think Kaspa, yep. I think some of those layer ones, some of those other altcoins, I think are up. It's their time, for sure. So Chainlink is another one. I think it's undervalued. I think this is more of like it's a slow grow, but it only got a little over $50 last cycle. Look at it. It's already at 15 right now. I think Chainlink's going to at least 100 in this cycle. And, that's a 55 billion. I think it should be valued at 100 billion at least. Really, I do. That's the 12x. I mean, there's just how many things do you need to see like this to realize that there's a big opportunity, you know?
I mean, you and I've said it both. I think that this is what it comes down to. You could literally just take anything pretty much in the top 100, but okay, let's say top 25 if you want to scale back to that. Throw a little bit at all of that, and your gains are going to be dramatically good because everything's going to rise as we roll along. To me, when I first got into crypto, Zach, and I want your opinion on this. When I first coming out of stocks for, a long time investing in stocks and looking at P&E ratios and all this other shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I first got into crypto and I saw that, hold on a minute, everything follows Bitcoin and Ethereum, and literally, and it kind of kept coming back to that theme. And I'm like, that to me is one of the most simplest investing strategies that at the end of the day, if Bitcoin and Ethereum go up because they're north of almost 70% of the entire market capitalization. Yes, I know they can be manipulated and all those kind of variables. I mean, I'm not minimizing that. That made crypto somewhat very easy,
Yeah.
in that context, like, you don't know what to put your money into. All right. Have a very, very simple, diversified plan and say, I'm going to buy mostly Bitcoin and Ethereum, say 50, 60%. And then I'm going to go buy, the next top 10 or 15 cryptos and throw a little bit of money at them. And you could just do that and then lock it away, and your gains will be dramatic over a period of a year or two plus. That's it. To me, I agree. It was just as simple. I mean, but I'm like, holy shit. Once I really understood that everything does follow Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's like, well, this is pretty straightforward,
Like, how long do you think that like that takes for people? Because so many people just on the surface, they're like, yeah, that crypto thing, it's not going to work. And you're like, how long do you need to be in it for you to see kind of what's going on? Is there like a breaking point? Is like, I don't know, was it a year in for us? I think going through all of the markets, like we saw a bull market, now we've seen a bear market. Now we're seeing this accumulation phase leading up to another bull run. Seeing a full market cycle, I think, is really important. And I know I've learned a ton.
Yeah.
Seeing both sides of it,
I think you've got a major disinformation narrative out there, right? And whether you want to call it a conspiracy theory or whatever you want to call it, and you and I have our very similar ideas on that, I think that creates a lot of fear, right? But then I remember when I first got into crypto and going to CoinMarketCap and looking at, like, there's just this list of all these different cryptos, and you don't know what 90% of them are, and you don't know if what's real or not, blah, 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 blah. There's this mass. I mean, there's per CoinMarketCap, there's 2 million cryptos.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's crazy.
25,000, which I don't know, how did we go from 25,000 to 2 million? That's a whole different story. But anyway, my point is that I think that crypto is overwhelming, right? I think that crypto is overwhelming. And that's how I always try to bring it out and, like, look, like, if somebody asks me about, like, crypto, this, it's like, don't overcomplicate this shit. Buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum. And then if you want to just stop there, you're fine. Lock it up, throw away the key, forget about it for a couple of years. Your returns on that will be better than 10% per year, which is probably what you're getting on your mutual funds and your ETFs.
That's right? A good point. Yeah. There's been no better performing asset than Bitcoin in the last 12 years.
Oh, and everybody kind of forgets about that shit, right? But yeah. I have friends, dude, and I know you have talked about it, that they still think Bitcoin's a scam. You know why? Because the freaking mainstream talking heads out there are like, Bitcoin's a scam.
Yeah. But to that point, don't you think that narrative is switching a little bit? Like with Larry Fink coming out this year, he's long been one of those voices at BlackRock, basically saying that doesn't believe in it. Now, not only does he believe in Bitcoin, but he's starting to open the door for this other sector, if you will, or other area within blockchain that is tokenization of real world assets. Sure. That now he's extremely bullish on. And there's a lot of crypto projects working in that realm. Chainlink is one of them, by the way. The tokenization of real world assets. And I think you're going to see a lot of people go that route, especially after those words. You're starting to see big figureheads like that slowly but surely change the narrative.
Yeah. And you know why? Money.
Yeah. They can't ignore it now.
Opportunity, right? I mean, it's the next great financial frontier that is yet to be, conquered, tamed, whatever. And there are trillions of dollars worth of profits there in the next 10 to 15 years to these big guys, right? They, you know, the BlackRocks, the Grayscales, and whether you love them, hate them, whatever you feel about them, it's about money, you know, and so the opportunity is now, I think you said it best. I heard you talking about this or somewhere. Basically, this is kind of your last really great opportunity because crypto is still small enough for you to really make some significant gains. If we look up in 5 years, crypto will be different.
I agree
I'm not
100%.
trying to sound the alarm bells, but it will be different. It will, you know, you'll still be able to invest and make money and things like that, but it won't look like it looks today, right?
I agree 100%. I mean, especially when they start saying like how many trillions of dollars is going to be coming in once an ETF is approved, once the big players make a small percentage of their portfolio crypto. I think this is the last true cycle for retail investors to make generational wealth. It could be the last cycle. So like once we get out of 2026, we'll call it, it's going to look totally different.
Yeah.
And the good thing is we've got time. Like we've got a runway. We're here. It's perfect timing. So a lot of people out there, am I late? Am I late? No, I don't think you are at all. I don't think you are at all. Kaspa's on a big dip here. I'm going to have to go over here and maybe buy this dip up a little bit. I'm liking this dip here. It's coming back now. But I mean, this is kind of what we've seen. Look, big dip here, come back. Big dip here, come back. Look at this big dip here.
Yeah, it's pretty
build back up.
Moving down.
Yeah, we got this one coming back up, I think. Let's zoom in a little bit. 5 minute there. Yeah, there's a 5 minute candle coming back up. So I think we'll close out the stream there, guys. I think you know this was a good one. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button for us on the way out. Austin, thanks for popping in, man. I'll probably see you over on Zoom. We got a bunch of videos, I'm sure, to make and a lot to talk about on crypto. So make sure you guys stay locked into all our channels. Check out Foxy's channel. If you guys aren't subscribed to Austin, definitely do that. And yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And we'll see you.
I'll send you a link.
Okay.